Okay, let me introduce you to the three character that I have a beef with. Is this woman? I'll put a picture. This woman. Now, if you've not clocked it, you may be like, "What's your problem with this sweet, innocent lady?" But if you've clocked it, you know where I'm going. And then if you don't even know who she is, you're like, "Who the hell is this woman?" Maybe for me, I'm the one that want to explain who she is. So, in early 2015 or thereabouts, Philippine movies or series were a thing in Nigeria, or at least in Edo State. Everybody was watching it. My family started with Mara and Clara, right? And then we moved to other ones. But Her Mother's Daughter was the bang. You will go to school and you'll be gisting the latest episode you've watched with your classmates. Even teachers gone, they were discussing Her Mother's Daughter. That's how popular this TV series was. So now I'm going to explain the TV series if you've not watched it. If you watch it, still listen because I'll be telling you why this lady is wicked. Her name is Teresa. She's nothing like mother. Let me slow down. So the main characters in the movie, we have the older main characters, I would say. We have Teresa, who I don't like. We have Beatrice. I may be pronouncing the names the way I can remember them saying it. Beatrice, Julio. Those three people, keep them in mind because now them will want you to start this thing, this story, right? So, Beatrice and Teresa, they are half sisters in that they share the same mother but different fathers. So Teresa is the older one. Her father is poor, while Beatrice's father is rich. So their mother, Yolanda, is still with the rich man. So she left Teresa and her poor father and went to go and marry Beatrice's father and gave birth to Beatrice. You they get the story. Now, Beatrice is a sweet, loving lady, which I realized too late. She's not. She have her flaws, but and she's married to this guy called Julio, right? And now the thing is, Teresa and Julio, be following me, were best friends, childhood besties. They grew up in the slums together, in the ghettos. They gather suffer. And then he made a name for himself and stuff like that. And then he fell in love with Beatrice and he married Beatrice. But keep in mind, Teresa has a crush on this guy. Is That's her childhood sweetheart. She loved the guy, but he loves her sister and he got married to her sister. So now the movie started from my memory. This is how the movie started. It started with Julio and Beatrice going to go and visit Teresa in her house. Teresa is selling, I think, slippers, and went to go and visit her. They used to come and greet her once. Just they had a good, loving relationship, and the rest. They're always telling her, Teresa, let's move you and your father out of poverty. Teresa, her father, and her cousin that are staying together in the slums. Let's move you out of poverty and take people to a better place. Teresa is like, no, they swear me and poverty together. I don't want help from you. She didn't say it like that, but I don't like her so. So Beatrice and Julio, they've been trying for kids for years. Nothing. So Beatrice has a problem with her womb. She can't hold a baby for too long, from what I can remember, so they had to look for a surrogate. That was the best option. So now they're thinking of a surrogate, and you know those kind of delicate matters. So they thought, oh, why don't we turn to Teresa? You may wonder why turn to Teresa. This is the part. Teresa was married once to one gangster guy like that, and she had a child, but it was an abusive relationship, so she ran away, left her child with the guy. You know where these things are now, so she ran away. So they knew that Teresa is fertile, she can give birth to a child. That's why they turned to her. So they told Teresa, CCC matter or help us out, be our surrogate mother. Teresa was like, she later agreed. So they told Teresa that they were going to pay her. Teresa like, I don't want the money. Yeah. Teresa calling money. Teresa, she carried integrity for center of head. So they told Teresa that, oh, you cannot be your surrogate mother and be staying in this slum. She understand now. We have to rent an apartment for you and stuff like that. So Teresa later agreed. The surgery was successful. Teresa was pregnant with their child. So they rented an apartment for this lady. She moved in there. So they were always going to go and be greeting Teresa, buy her fruits, buy her food, all of that. But then Julio now, excited, expectant father, will not be rubbing Teresa's stomach, all those kind father things. So Beatrice was jealous. When I first watched this movie, I was like, what's doing Beatrice? But now I understand. She wished she was in that situation. It's not her envy, it's more of like a jealousy, but justified. I wish it was me, or that kind of thing. So she had some kind of jealousy. But Julio didn't notice all of this from my memory. But then keep in mind that she's already having this jealousy of, I wish I was the one that my husband is rubbing my stomach and the rest. And then she came to the house one day to come and greet Teresa. She now saw a picture of Teresa and Julio when they were still like young. Teresa used red marker to draw love over her and Julio's head. Waiting consign my husband and you with and Teresa, now Beatrice was Teresa one slap. Tower. Teresa was like, you slap me and I'll do that again and again. That's not how the thing happened. But just be following my imagination. You hear? Of course. It's me that wrote the script for them. Anywho, so they got into a little fight and then Beatrice stormed away, which was justified because why you drain love over somebody's husband's head? So when they left now, after some time, Beatrice now cooled down that, okay, maybe I overreacted, which in my opinion, she didn't overreact shit. But maybe she overreacted and she was like, okay, she's going to go back to the house and then go and apologize. So she and Julio went to go and greet our Miss Teresa. Only for them to reach there and her house is empty. Where is Teresa? Did she take a walk? Where is Teresa? The money they gave Teresa keep her inside white envelope. They made the money there. The house was just with everything they bought for Teresa. They went to the slums where Teresa used to stay. They didn't see Teresa. They didn't see her father. They didn't see her cousin. Teresa had jackpot with somebody's child in her womb. Is that justified? This is the beginning of Teresa's villain arc. And before I was supporting this girl on my chest. Anyhow, she now got there. When she got there, we never even till she gave birth. So now I'm not going to be leaving any break for you to, oh, you will not find out in the end. I'm going to be telling you the way it happened. So when she gave birth to twins. This is what we now found out in season 5 that I'm telling you now. She gave birth to twins. But her father and her uncle who want to do good that they're not really good, they did half good because they are wicked in their family. They now separated the twins, gave one to Beatrice and left one with Teresa. Why are you leaving anyone with Teresa? Is he a child? They did not pay her for this job. If she not collect the money, that's her own business. But they now left the one with Teresa. They didn't even tell her that it's twins to give it to. Neither did they tell Beatrice that it was twins. So Beatrice could not go and tell Julio that Teresa's cousin came and gave me this baby. Which I think she could, but she didn't. So she just told everybody that she adopted this child, yada yada yada. So this was what this decision now did to these two little girls. The children that they gave birth to now was Margot and Celine, or Celine and Margot, however you want to pronounce the names. So Margot was the one that was given to Beatrice, right? So she grew up to some certain extent, and one day somebody now called her adopted child or something like that. So she now felt embarrassed and the rest. So she grew up with this wanting to meet up to the expectations of her parents. Beatrice was stricter than Julio was. Julio was a lenient father. That one still is raw, but we'll get to them. I'm sweating. So, she now grew up wanting to meet up to the expectations with everything, just wanting to make sure that she makes these rich people that adopted her proud. You understand? That's all the children in your orphanage home that made a peak. That kind of thing. That's not how our adoption works, but that was why it worked in our own case. That was our own thought process based on the situation at hand. While innocent little Celine was growing up in Cebu, if that's how they to pronounce it, selling slippers. Somebody that her father is rich, her grandfather is rich, her mother is rich, her grandmother is rich. She's selling slippers with Teresa and Anywho, so there was a time where Teresa and Celine, they now had to go to the city for something, Then they went there now. Margot has two male best friends. And when Celine was there now, Celine had a little run-in with one of Margot's friends. She now had a crush with the guy. You are like 7, Celine, and you have long crush. Anyhow, she now did that one. They went back to Cebu, living her life. But Celine is a rich man's child. She's not Teresa Pekin. She have ambition and goals. I'm not saying poor people children don't have ambition and goals, but Teresa don't have ambition and goals, but Celine does. So she wanted to look for how to bring her family out of poverty, how to live a better life, blah blah blah. She was reading, studying all of this, and she got scholarship to study in the city. Teresa, you have done bad for 18 years now. You've not allowed these people to see their child for 18 good years. Is it not the time to now say, okay, maybe I made the wrong decision, let's go to the city and let me show you your parents? She was like, don't go there. No, you cannot go for this scholarship. Is it not bad enough that for 18 years this child has been in poverty with you? Teresa, what's going on? I know that you miss your son, but this not your child. Anyhow, Celine now, smart girl, she now ran away from home. Don't run away from your house. But in this situation, run. She ran now, she now went to a city. Teresa and her follow family, they now follow Celine to city. You they see the monitoring spirit now follow innocent Celine to city. Celine now got to city. This was weeks later that they follow Celine. But when Celine got to city, she now saw this boy that she had a crush on. His name is Ethan. She saw the boy now jump and peck the boy. Why do you think this boy will remember you? The only thing she inherited from Teresa was stealing other people's man. Because we was young. Because at that time, Margot was already dating Ethan, from my memory. Anyhow, Margot and Celine, they were now besties, all of that. And one day, Margot now came to slums to come and greet Celine. That time, then Teresa and everybody, they have moved to city or slum part of city to come and be staying with Celine. So Teresa now saw Margot's ID card, and the surname is Julio's surname. She now asked her cousin that, this one not Julio's surname. Help me to go and confirm if it's Julio's child. Although you now went to their house to go and confirm, found out that it's really Julio's child. He now lied to his cousin. Because what you want to cousin, you born twins, so I carry one, go give more confusion, more chaos. Somehow, Julio now found out. This is where Julio now is. Remember I said Julio, hear this sometimes. Julio now found out that Celine was actually his child that Teresa ran away with. Is this one of the time that you call your wife and say, I've caught the culprit, call police, let's arrest this mama? No, he was secretly going to go and be greeting Celine. Julio, you sure say not be Teresa you like? Because the way you are moving now, you are moving like somebody that don't have. Anyhow, he was not going to go and be greeting Celine. I don't think he told Celine that it was her father or something. But anyhow, Beatrice now found out. You see the way everybody is just betraying Beatrice. Her sister betrayed her husband, betrayed her innocent little woman. They now betray her. So when she found out now, she was now clinging to Celine. Margot that has been suffering since she was a child of these people adopted me, married a behavior. You now found out that your best friend, which is Celine and Celine were doing bestie one period, but they had a little fallout. Your best friend that you had a fallout with is now your parents, your rich parents' biological child. You can imagine the heartbreak. These people did not think it wise. When I say these people, I'm talking about Teresa's father and cousin. They don't think it wise that this is the time we should expose the other secret to that. Margot is actually, they didn't say. Anyhow, Margot was not like, let me rush the end. Margot was not like, oh, let me go and find out about my family, blah, 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 blah. She now finally found out that she and Celine, they are twins. Tell me why after Margot found out she was not having issues with Beatrice and Julio. Majorly Beatrice, because like all the times you were just pressuring me. I was thinking maybe I'm adopted, blah, blah, blah. Maybe I'm really your child. So Teresa now swept in. It pained me that I could not be the mother I wanted to be for. I could have been for. Which mother do you want to be for? Who? One that you stole is not enough. You want to steal the two, Teresa? You wanted to steal the two? You see where I dislike this woman? The one you stole that you suffer in Cebu, you wanted to raise twins in Cebu suffering. And Margot now, I've not had better motherly love for a long time. Now turned to Teresa. The movie just ended one kind. But you can go and watch it if you have the time to watch it. All I just want to say is that Teresa was the bad person in that movie. And if you've not realized that till this point, nobody can help you. See why they sweat because of Teresa. Once I mention her name, my body is to do me one kind. That's the end. That is the TV character that I have a beef with. If I catch her, there's nothing I can do to her, Shabo.